Hey, Billy, let's bring in Christos Karimbakas from Century Vape. Christos, how's it going, buddy?
Good. How you doing, Chuck?
Nice to see you. Now, these vape things are getting very, very popular. At first, when I saw them, I thought it was the drugs. But what it is, it's tobacco.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mostly.
It's liquid nicotine with 4 basic ingredients.
Okay, what are the other ingredients?
The 4 ingredients, they're propylene glycol, vegetable glycerin, which is just natural sweeteners you find in food and whatnot.
Okay.
And then the nicotine, and the flavor concentrate to create all the flavors like the lemon cheesecake, strawberry custard, etc.
Wait, whoa,
It gets
time
wild.
out. Lemon cheesecake, you're smoking it?
Lemon cheesecake.
You're vaping it.
Vaping it, yep.
Big difference, right? Are people using the vapes to quit smoking the cigarettes?
Absolutely.
Yeah? Did you smoke cigarettes?
Yes. I was smoking for a while. Cumulatively, me and my brothers all smoked for about 30 years, so we all stopped. My dad, he's been smoking for at least 100 years, and he totally stopped.
Really?
Yeah.
Now
he's just mixing the 0 milligram nicotine with the 3, so it's almost no nicotine.
it's 1.5.
Exactly.
Okay, so
good math.
You wean yourself down.
Right.
So it's I'm having a hard time saying it's a healthy product, but it's kind of getting you there.
No, you know, that's actually right. I wouldn't even call it a healthy product. The best way to put it is smoking is terrible. Smoking is bad. We know it's bad, and we know what is in it that makes it bad. Vaping allows you to just deliver nicotine in a less harmful way. And there's a lot of long-term study or short-term studies that prove there's nothing wrong with it. The only thing we're waiting for is some long-term studies, but everything is really positive right now, and everything negative is usually as a result of tobacco companies lobbying to keep cigarette sales up.
I understand. Now, tell me how it works. I've never done it before. Tell me how it works.
Okay, so there's this one, for example. This is, I guess you can call it, this is a dripper. And
it's called a what?
A dripper.
I want to put that to my mouth?
So there's some that have a preloaded cartridge. It's called a tank, and you just put the juice in, and it heats it up. And I'll describe a little bit more how it works. But this one is usually the ones that people use when they're a little bit more hobbyist. So you take the juice, and
is that a flavor?
Yes, this is TNT. It's a strawberry apple peach.
It's a strawberry apple peach.
So you just basically drip it directly on the coils and the wicking, and then how it's working is the battery sends power to these coils, which is basically a metal wire with the wicking running through it. You push this button.
Whoa!
Oh, yeah.
Whoa! What did it just do?
It created vapor.
That was just water?
Yeah.
That was just water. Have you used this before? Should I wipe it off?
Oh, no, I cleaned it already.
Oh, okay, all right.
Oh, you definitely want to wipe it off.
Okay, so what, you press the bottom and you suck in?
Yes, but...
Do you try to inhale it?
Okay, so I don't want you to cop... Actually, it'd be kind of funny. So basically, you don't even do the draw. It kind of creates the draw for you.
It pushes it down?
Yeah. Well, what I mean is, like on a cigarette, you have to create the draw, actually.
You have to suck on it.
This, it kind of creates it for you, so the vapor is just going to kind of come out.
Fill my mouth.
Right. So
and then do you breathe in the air and suck it down?
You can do it however you want.
Well, I want to do it right.
You can take a lung hit and just like that, or you can just take a mouth hit for flavor. So it's all up to user preference. So what I would do is just
I'm getting to where I don't want to do it more and more.
That's gonna be good.
Stick it in there, Ren. Get that tripper.
You got to push the button in quite a bit.
Oh.
Hey, you got it good.
Hey. Wow. I feel like I took another step in life.
You've evolved.
What? And you know what? I'm not the tutti frutti guy, but it's kind of got a nice flavor.
Smells good.
I tried to inhale that one, I think.
You're right, that was fun.
Well, you know what? It's kind of cool, right? You can do this anywhere that smoking is prohibited?
No.
Oh.
So yes and no. So not too long ago, they still exist, but they're at the gas stations. They're the electronic cigarettes.
Right.
Those, they create almost no vapor. As you saw, this kind of got it a little bit misty. What's wrong with something like this and how they hit now is that it creates such a cloud, is what they call it, that it would be a little intrusive to do it indoors. If it's in your own place, absolutely. But if it's in a restaurant and there's a family eating next to you and you're just like, well, all of a sudden all the kids are just like,
Oh, you don't mind smoking after other people.
I flipped it over real quick.
It kind of reminds me of Selling Arena back in the day. Yeah. You remember that? There used to be that cloud at the top of Selling Arena? The good old days. Now, do you have a shop?
Yeah, it's located on Sean Marks, right next to the Deli Delicious and Outback. So we get a lot of Australians coming through.
Get it?
Yeah, I got it. I'm with you.
No, is this an expensive hobby?
If it becomes a hobby, it can be, absolutely. From a practical perspective, if you want to use it to just quit smoking, it actually can save you a lot of money. But it's kind of like cars and guns, to where it can become a hobby, become a collector, an enthusiast of sorts. So no, it absolutely can become an expensive hobby, but from the practical everyday user that just wants to quit smoking, it can save them money and obviously a better alternative. They start regaining their sense of taste, smell, and honestly, they just end up liking it more. It's a really interesting scene. It's a legitimate community.
Do people hang out and vape inside your shop?
Yeah. There's some people that will be there for hours on end. There's a lot of people that have met each other as a result of it. So it actually is very much a social hub as well. It's almost like a Starbucks, except everybody kind of has a mutual hobby, so they have something to talk about.
I bet a lot of them are bringing coffee with them when they come in.
Well, yeah.
Right?
We got some, and some they'll go to next door to Deli Delicious or get something from the fridge.
If you wanted to start being a vapor, how much money would you invest in a bottle of the juice and one of these things?
Generally, for a good setup, juice, everything, you're going to drop about $100, $150.
$150? People do it, don't they?
Yeah, and there's better setups.
And then they get collections of these things, different ones.
Right.
Kind of like, hey, people have collections of pipes. A pipe smoker will have all these different pipes. Pretty cool. Hey, you know what? Anything to stop people from smoking cigarettes, I'm for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Christos, thanks for coming by,
Chuck,
man. Always
it's a pleasure.
Good to see you. Go visit Christos over at Century Vape at Sean Marks behind the Outback. And try some strawberry banana.
Strawberry apple peach, lemon cheesecake, there's everything.
All right. Hey, we're going to take a quick commercial break.